Yeah, I've written about this. One of my top two or three best friends on the planet is a banker. I work for Dave Ramsey. So every day, one of my closest friends, he's the executor of my will. We both go to work trying to put the other guy out of business, right? And he's my closest friend on the planet. And I love him, and he loves me, and I love his wife and his kids, and vice versa. He's my ride or die. When I first got my number one book, I'd kind of gotten into a hole. I had started writing, and I'd gotten to where I wasn't responding to anybody. Writing's a challenge for me because I get absorbed in it. Um, when it went number one, I called my wife, I called my mom. I didn't have anyone else to call. I called him, and he was like celebrating with me. He's like, dude, you've worked so hard for this since I've known you. We've known each other for 20 plus years. And then he goes, hey, you got a second? I was like, of course. And then he said, my bank just got sold. And I was like, are you rich? And he goes, no, that means I don't have a job. And I told him, I was like, bro, you're the most stable guy I know. You can't lose your job, right? But in that same phone call, my success wasn't a threat to him. And his loss of a job didn't mean that I wasn't having a great professional day, because we're rooted in this deep, like, care for each other. We were able to share the good stuff, share the bad stuff, and both walk out uplifted because we had somebody to exchange this with, right? And so this idea that everybody has to be on the same team, we all have to think the same ways, we all have to win together, or that means we all lose together, it's just not true. It's not how real relationships work. And I hope that's a model for folks to find people that challenge you. I love it when I say something on the air and he calls me and he's like, did you say this? You're an idiot. You're wrong. And he'll explain to me why. And I'll say, gosh, actually, you're right on that one. Or, yeah, but I think you're wrong and here's why. And I love having that iron sharpens iron in my life. And I know that if something great happens or if something hard happens, I got one phone call I can make to the same person.